Hi Scorpio, welcome to December. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start your reading, I want to call in some good energy. Okay, and I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for those who have taken the time out to leave comments. I really appreciate them. And I read all of them. And thank you for those who've ordered readings. I value your support and I've enjoyed working with all of you. And let's see what's coming up for December for Scorpio. We have a new moon in Sag on the 7th and a full moon in Cancer, which is favorable to your sign, on the 22nd. And that's going to be a romantic moon. Venus is trine Neptune. So let's see what's going on. What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of December? What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of December? What does Scorpio need to know? Can't get these cards to shuffle. What does Scorpio need to know about love and relationships for the month of December? What's coming up? And anything else that might be important. The Hermit, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Moon, the Four of Cups, the World, the Hangman. Okay, so let's see. So you start the month off of December doing a lot of soul searching. The Hermit is like a lonely card. It's a card of someone who just needs to take time out to think and to gain a perspective on their life. So you might be evaluating your life and thinking, you know, what do I need? What do I need to focus on? What do I need in terms of relationship to be happy? Where is my life going? Because a part of you feels trapped. You feel stuck with the Eight of Swords. You feel like things are not moving and you're powerless. You're feeling like you're powerless to change anything. And so with the Hermit, you might even go to someone for advice. Sometimes that means, you know, seeking advice, because the Hermit is the wise man. You're seeking clarity. You're seeking a way out of the darkness or the confusion. And so you could go and speak to someone whose opinion you respect, or you could go to some kind of, you know, a counselor or doctor. It could also mean taking time out to hear the inner voice, to follow your own guidance. You know, maybe you've been busy, wrapped up in your issues. You're not really taking that quiet time to think, okay, I need to make a strategic plan, but I need to quiet my mind so I can think. Because you aren't stuck. If you look at this card, the woman is blindfolded but the swords don't, and she's surrounded by swords, but they don't block her. She can walk. She can walk away from all these swords. She can take the blinders off. You know, maybe you're afraid to see the truth about a situation and it's keeping you locked in a place that you really don't want to be in. But if you could just walk away, you're free to walk away, but your fears are holding you there. The Queen of Swords, this could represent someone who is kind of got harsh energy. So you could have been dealing with someone in the past that was, this could be an authority figure, a parent or a boss or something that you feel is very judgmental or very harsh. Maybe you had a harsh upbringing or something and it's causing you so you're thinking of fears, like you're letting your fears get in the way of your intuition. This could also mean an aspect of you that you've been through a lot in life, and you've built up these walls around yourself where you don't let anyone get close to you, and you don't let anyone get in, and you're not reaching out. You're kind of just like you built your own prison, not to protect yourself from being hurt. Because I'm also seeing that you're still healing from a past relationship. It's not like you haven't really gotten over some things from the past. Now, I will say, you know, you may have gone through some difficult things, but things are changing. You've got the Wheel of Fortune here. So whatever you've been through in the past, you know, you may deal with it, feel it, express it, and then release it. Because you've got the Wheel of Fortune here. There's going to be opportunities coming up. And the Ten of Pentacles coming up in the near future. The Ten of Pentacles is the wealth card. But it's more than wealth. It's also family security. If you look at the card, there's a couple on the card, and they're at their home, and money is flowing. Look at the pentacles. It's like money's raining down from heaven. And they've got the two dogs here and the old grandpa. So it represents family. It represents coming home, where you feel safe and secure, where you know that someone is there for you and that you don't have to worry. So if you've been worried about financial security or worried about being alone in the world, sometimes the Hermit can represent feeling like you're all alone in the world and there's no one there to help you. This is telling you, no, that's not true. That's all, you know, you have family. And if you don't now, you will in the future. You just have to open up to it. Don't act like the Queen of Swords, where you're pushing everybody away. Reach out. Reach out to people. Don't be afraid to reach out and to even ask for help if you need it. There are people there for you. Now you have the Five of Cups here in the future. This is a card of regret. A card of looking down, looking at what you've lost. Focusing on your losses, and you're not embracing your gains. You have these two cups that are full, and instead of looking at what's good in your life, you're focused on maybe past relationships that ended, where you were hurt deeply, or situations where you've lost something that was valuable to you. So you're healing from the past, but you need to turn around. Don't face the past. You got to face the future. You have to start appreciating the abundance that's in your life now. The wealth that's coming. You have the Moon card here. So this is a card of deception, illusion, confusion. And it's in your negative thinking sector. So a lot of what you're struggling with is a construct of your mind. You're choosing to see the dark side of the situation. Instead of looking at the brightness, instead of looking at the positive, you're focusing on the negative. You're focusing on, like you might be blowing things out of proportion. This is a card of imagination. And sometimes our imaginations, run wild and we think, oh, this person's not, doesn't like me because of whatever reason. Or this guy, no one will ever want to date me. Or I don't know. All the things that we do to ourselves. That's the moon. That's the moon telling you, like you're reading things wrong. Or you're reading people wrong. And you're feeling left out and you're feeling isolated. But it's not that, nobody wants to be with you or deal with you. It's that you're already imagining it that way and you're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's what I'm seeing here. Because you've got this Four of Cups here. This is a card of boredom, discontent. You want to make changes in your life, but whatever's being offered to you, you're like, well, I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that. You're not accepting the love that's coming your way. There's love that's being offered to you, but you're waiting for something else. It's like, no, this is not what I want. I want something else. And then you're focusing on all the ones that got away. in a relationship. Like, oh yeah, I went out with this guy and he left, and I went out with that guy and then that didn't work out. Instead of focusing on, what do I want? What is it that I want to bring in? What is it that I want to attract? And the only way you're going to do that is if you feel in the moment happy with what you have. That's the key to attraction. The law of attraction is learning to be happy with what you have so that you're in a state of joy and not in a state of lack. Because when you're in a state of lack and regret, you're just going to attract more of that. When you're in a state of joy and gratitude, then you attract more to be happy and grateful about. So, stop dwelling on the past. Let it go. Let the past go. You know, whatever didn't work out in the past, whatever losses you've had, you know, you can't do anything about it. It's done. Focus on what you want to create in the now. In the now. Forget about even the future. Because the future, nothing exists. The past is dead. The future's not here yet. The only thing that's existing is the now. And you've got this Wheel of Fortune with the Four of Cups. That means within 2 weeks, 14 days, there's going to be an opportunity coming for you. Whether you want to accept it or not, I don't know, because the Four of Cups, you're like, I don't know. But there is going to be an opportunity, so don't be discouraged. And don't think like, oh, I'm never going to get what I want. I'm never going to meet anybody. If you're not in a relationship, you might be thinking, I'm never going to have a relationship. I'm never going to meet the right guy. If you're in a relationship, oh, this is never going to work. We're never... Sometimes the Five of Cups can bring someone from the past. Maybe there's someone in your life who regrets leaving one of your, you know, the relationship and wants a second chance. You're going to have to think carefully about that with the Moon card here. Because sometimes the Moon card can represent deception or illusion. So you want to make sure if someone comes back from the past that you're seeing them clearly. That they are who they say they are. You know, don't get caught up in the fantasy and the romance. Look, you know, at what they do, not what they say. But in any case, you have the World here in your wish fulfillment. The World card, you're ending a cycle. You're coming to the end of a cycle. And you're getting ready to go to the next level. So, but to do that, you may have to let go of some things. You know, let go of some baggage from the past so that you are free to move to the new cycle. The World card is usually a great card. It means everything coming together. And it's in your wish fulfillment. So you can achieve a dream and you can achieve the goal that you want. I mean, if you're wanting a relationship or you're wanting a good career, whatever you're wanting to establish for your life, you can achieve it. So stop dwelling on the past. Stop crying over spilt milk. You just have to focus on what you're on your goal. Keep your eye on the ball. Keep your eye on the goal. And reach out to others if you need to. Don't isolate yourself. It's okay to reach out and to ask for help. If you're feeling lonely or confused, you can reach out to people around you. You have this abundance of family that are supportive. So don't, abundance is coming. It may take some time because you have the Hangman here. The Hangman is a card of patience, feeling like you're in limbo and you just need patience. It's going to work out. It's just going to take time. But it also means giving something up for something better. And maybe that's part of it. You're not wanting to give up the current situation. Even though it's not the greatest thing, you're afraid to give it up. But something better is coming. So don't feel trapped. Don't feel stuck. If you're in a relationship and you're not happy, go to a counselor. Learn how to deal with it. You know, maybe if you can't leave for whatever reason, speak to someone to say, how do I deal with this relationship until I can leave? You know, how do I put up with this? And if you're having trouble leaving something that's not working, maybe you need counseling to get through that too, to learn how to release, to learn how to overcome your fears and move on. Because I feel like things are starting to change. The energy is shifting. You know, we've been in this holding pattern all summer and all fall. Now planets are going to start to go direct. Mercury's going direct on December 6th. So, you know, Mars was retrograde in the summer. Venus was retrograde. Mercury was retrograde. Now, everything's going direct. And next year, Uranus will go direct. I think even Neptune started going direct recently. So, we've got all these planets that are starting to move forward. And you can do that too. So shake the dust off shake the chains. They're mental constructs, they're mental chains. Shake off the fear, shake off the feeling of boredom and stuckness. And visualize, you know, you have to kind of like conjure up some energy. Visualize what you want and work toward that. So you have the new moon in your second house. And it's squaring Mars and Neptune in the 5th house. So yeah, you could have someone from the past come back. Mars, you know, there could be a romance. And it could be very highly romantic with Neptune there. And Mars, it could be with, you know, Mars could be in Aries. Or Neptune, it could be a Pisces. But you want to be careful with Neptune and Mars in the 5th house. You want to make sure that this person is everything they're cracked up to be. Everything they're presenting themselves as being. But with this new moon in the 2nd house, that could bring a new way of, you know, the 2nd house is the house of money and security. So you could be starting a new job that brings you greater security. You could be starting to feel more secure within yourself. Your values are changing. The things, like maybe you're learning what's really important and you're starting to value that. You have Mercury in the 1st house in Scorpio. And it's trining the North Node in Cancer. So this is a time of healing. You can heal. And you can nurture yourself through this new moon. The North Node is, you know, it wants to heal. It wants to bring compassion and love into your life. It wants you to follow. Cancer is about healing, and it's about home. And healing, nurturing yourself, being the mother to yourself. So if there's any wounds from childhood that you need to deal with, or any, you know, if you're giving everything to everybody else and you're not nurturing yourself, now is the time to start a new cycle where you learn how to also take care of yourself. Because we have the full moon in Cancer. And that's happening in your 9th house and 3rd house. So there could be some issues around travel, higher education, siblings, 3rd house, communication. You know, maybe you're learning how to communicate, or some communication project is coming to completion by the end of the month. Some project. And Uranus, this is favorable to this moon, and it's in your 6th house. So I think that you're going to get some kudos at work. Whatever you're working on is going to bring in some surprises, but in a good way. So you're going to be surprised. You're going to be recognized for the work that you're doing at the end of the month. And it could set you off on a new cycle, because the full moon is at 0 degrees Cancer. So it's going to be an ending followed by a new beginning. Like a culmination of something, an awareness of something, and then you go off into a new trajectory. Venus is in your 1st house, and it's going to be trining Neptune in your 5th house. So get ready for love. When Venus crosses your ascendant and goes into the 1st house, you are going to be attracting love. You're going to be a love magnet. You're going to be looking good. You're going to be attracting people. And you have Neptune. You're going to be the glamour. You're going to be glamour girl at the end of December. So just be careful what you attract. Just make sure you're attracting the right person. Give your energy to the right person. because there's going to be several suitors coming in when Venus. There's an opportunity for love when Venus crosses the ascendant, and it's in your first house. And Mercury and Jupiter in your second house. There's going to be some money, news about money. Abundance is coming. Look, there's the wealth card, and it's backed up by astrology, or astrology is backed up by the cards. The wealth is coming, and romance. Love is coming too. Whether or not you accept it is another story, but love is coming. And it could be even somebody from the past that regrets walking away from you and now wants to come back. And you have to decide, do I want this person? Or do I want someone totally new? Because Venus trining Neptune, it's going to be very romantic, highly romantic. So, but you want to know, can I trust it? Because you have the moon here. You're doubting, is this person deceiving me? Can I trust my intuition? Can I trust what I'm seeing? Am I seeing, you're going to be a little bit confused. Like you're not going to know if it's real or not. So what I would say is embrace the love, but give it time. Don't commit to anything. You have plenty of time. Have patience. Let it play out. Don't be like going to Vegas, get married, Like, oh, I met my soulmate, let's get married next week, Give it time to give the person time to prove themselves. Enjoy them, embrace love, don't reject it, but just, make sure that what they do, what they say, they follow up with action. Because that's how you know if someone is sincere or not. It's not what they say, it's what they do that counts. So if they're talking, yeah, you're the best friend I ever had, you're the best love I've ever had, but they do nothing, it's all BS, But if sometimes they don't say anything and they just do things, somebody shows up with flowers at your door, or someone's helping you out, can I help you with this? Can I do that for you? And you don't even have to ask them. This is love, not promises. Anybody could say I love you. It's what they do that matters. Are they, there for you when you need them? Are they, if you have a problem and you need help and you call someone, are they there to come over and help you? Are they there to listen? So you're going to have opportunities, but you have to overcome your fear, and you have to overcome your feeling that you're all alone in the world. You're not. You have love around you. You just have to open up to it. Drop that guard. Let the love in. So this is my reading for December, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was a help to you. If you want a private reading, you can just click on the link in the description box and we can be working together. In the meantime, enjoy December. Have a happy holiday. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.